crafters, I'm sorry that I don't have the actual card anymore, but yesterday I found out that I'm missing one or two videos, and so for the people who bought my Etsy file, my digital cutting file, I want to have a quick tutorial so you have an idea on how to put the card together. This is going to be a card that can stand on its own and has a frame. I will put a link in the description box below so you can see the card where I'm about what I talk about. Oh well, I think you all know what I mean. In the cut file you will find red and blue lines. The red lines are for all base parts. And these two are also in there. This one is in there. These two are in there. And a few of these strips. If you have this base part, you have to put glue on the outside tabs, so on the outer edges, like this, and you can reinforce the sides. I only cut 4, but you can cut a number of them. I'm only going to show where you need to stick them. The shorter ones you can stick on these sides, on the inside of your frame, and it doesn't matter if you stick them with the textured side up or down. This one will go here, and then you need for 6 of these longer strips, because one you have to put here, and this will reinforce your sides of your frame. So that's why I made them. And the other ones you put here and here. So I only cut 4 like I told you, but then you have an idea on where to put them and why I put those strips inside. It's just to reinforce the sides of your picture frame. If you don't want to do it, be my guest, but then you know where they are for. So this strip goes here, and then you have to place one here, there, and 2 here. Then, if you have placed those strips, because I think this will be clear for everyone, then you take off the backing, fold it over, and make sure that this edge is in the corner of your frame. So like this, then you can push it down and pop it up again. And you will notice that when you put those strips on it, these sides will feel much stronger. What I did wrong is I put the long one here. I needed to do the shorter one because this will fold over and now it pops up. So be sure that you take the shorter ones and glue them there. But since you know I'm not good at my tutorials, I can't edit, and trust me, I will do my best, but I'm not a great teacher. That's why I also do not do design tutorials, because I'm tending to mess them up. I want to tell too much in the same time, but you can't be good at anything, at everything, right? So then you fold this one over, make sure it's in the edge of the corner again, and then you glue it down. And if you are careful, you can use something thin, like I did, and push the sides down and press on these flaps. And then you can do a little bit of glue on these corners and glue them shut. I'm only going to do it with this corner because it takes up a lot of time, and I think you know that you have to do this on all 4 corners, so the corners will stay shut. If you don't want to do this step, that's perfectly fine, because we have a frame that will cover this part, but I know there will be people who like to do it, and that's perfectly fine. So then You can press this one down too. Make sure you don't rip your paper or bend your paper too much, and then you have your frame. Then you can use this part to cover up the middle part, like this, so it looks nice and neat. And then you have this frame to cover up and make sure that your corners are tightly together. So that's the base of the card itself. Then you have the two sides with all the fold lines, and they have two, they have two notches. I see I didn't take out the tiny hole, but there you can see that it has a tiny hole, so you know how to glue them. It's just a reference point. What you do is you make sure that this part is in the corner and that it can fold over like this. Then you put it on its back, bend this one a little bit upwards, take off your backing layers, and I will try to do my best for the video, but I think you will get the point. You have to line them up and glue them stuck to the back. You see that I only put glue on this tab, and this will all be free. And then you take off the backing of this part. I think this way it's a little more easier. Oh, I will take out this center part because I didn't glue it shut. And then you can line it up, fold it around and glue it onto the back. So now you have a frame card. I'm going to bend this a little bit more, so like this, that can stand on its own. So this is how the base part is coming together, and when they open it, the card stands on its own. So you can even put a picture inside of it. In the cut file you will find a belly band that you can use to close the card, and in the cut file you will find two of these frames. I put them in so you can use them as decoration pieces, and I made them so you can layer them, so then they will look like this. And these two parts that I showed in the beginning are to make the front side stronger, so you just glue them onto the front side, and on there you will glue your designer paper. But these parts you can use if you want. If you don't want, it's fine too, of course. But I hope this makes sense on how to put the base of the card frame together. And I will put a link in the description box to the card that I made, including the belly band. And I think it looks pretty, and I hope you give it a chance. I wish you all a nice day. Thank you for watching, and until the next video. Bye bye.